Welcome to the Aseptic Nationals. We're here with Lauren Flottorp, who's competing for the championship title. She's had a great run so far, hasn't she, Laura?
She has indeed, Charlie. She shows some real promise for coming out on top.
For those of you just joining us, aseptic technique is an integral part of proper cell culturing. The objective is to minimize foreign bacteria that your sample is being exposed to, which helps protect the cells from harmful pathogens. This will definitely come in handy whenever Lauren begins her BME 221 lab.
Aseptic techniques include utilizing proper personal protective equipment, which you can see Lauren beginning with, along with several other techniques that will hopefully be displayed in Lauren's performance. Looks like Lauren is ready to begin.
Now the first step we should see her take here is to grab the ethanol solution and spray down her gloves as well as the inside of the hood.
This will help minimize the amount of bacteria brought in from her gloves, as well as any present bacteria on the hood.
Oh, and actually it looks like she did not do that, so that's going to be a serious point deduction from the judges.
It also looks like she is setting the caps on top of the hood.
Oh, that's a crucial mistake, Laura. If there is any bacteria present on the floor of the hood, it is now on those caps, which will be touching the solutions that she's using.
Also, she has several containers open at once, which could allow for cross-contamination.
And not to mention, she has the culture dish completely open and exposed to the air. Oh, and look at that. That's a terrible mistake. She just used the same pipette tip for two different substances. That's cross-contamination.
The judges will not look fondly on that.
No, they won't, Laura. And it looks like the coach is finally stepping in. I'm surprised he didn't do it earlier. For those of you who aren't familiar with Aseptic Nationals, it is a best of 2 round system, so she does have another chance to correct her mistakes. Let's go ahead and see a replay of her 2 biggest mistakes. As you can see right here, she just dives right in without any regard for that ethanol. And then number 2 is, she's just taking the caps off of everything. You hate to see a professional breakdown like this. I hope she can correct her mistakes in round 2.
Looks like she's ready to begin her second round.
And it looks like she's off to a good start, spraying her hands down with ethanol, because everything that is brought into the hood needs to be sprayed down with ethanol.
And she does in fact spray the whole hood down. She might get a couple of points taken off because she didn't spray super thoroughly, but definitely an improvement from the last round.
And she's also rubbing her hands together, which is great. And now the Kim wipe to wipe down the bottom of the hood. Oh, and that's perfect wiping technique. I've never seen anything like it, really, Laura. Have you?
No, it's truly remarkable. No question why she got this far in the competition.
And look how she's keeping both of her wiped down gloves in the hood. That prevents any outside air from coming in contact with them and is great for aseptic technique.
It's also great that she's not stacking the items from front to back, as this disrupts the laminar flow.
Yeah, that disruption can lead to some contamination.
She's also making sure that she only keeps one container open at once.
And see that one-handed centrifuge technique? As long as she makes sure not to touch the top of the tube with the bottom of the lid, this is a great way to prevent contamination and keep, like you said, only one container open at a time.
And with the Petri dish, she needs to keep the lid as close to the base as possible.
Which it looks like she forgot there for a second, but then corrected her mistake. Oh great, she's going back in for the second sample. Now Lauren's centrifuge technique is not the only technique that's used. Many people promote grabbing the cap between the second and third finger and then lifting up the tube with the first finger.
Oh Charlie, you almost missed that. She grabbed a new tip for her second solution.
Oh, fantastic. You know, I think that talk with the really handsome coach she had there really turned things around for Lauren.
And she looks like she's on her home stretch. She might get a few points deducted here and there, but she's had a great turnaround from her first round.
Yeah, she has, Laura. And you see the lid comes up a little high right there, but I don't think it'll damage her too much.
It's been a pleasure announcing for you. This is Laura Wattenbarger
And Charlie Walker, signing off.